Yo, what up guys? It's WTF Nick Hacks here, and today we have a brand new Roblox game I want to talk about. The game is called Everbloom, and I'll be honest with you guys, this one's up next. It's in very early development and currently only playable through an open combat test on Roblox. Now again, I do want to stress to you guys, this is early development, so it does not have a lot of content. It's pretty much just combat right now. However, this combat is very different than the slop that other Roblox developers have been cranking out lately. This is not a parry-based game like others that you may have seen recently, and it doesn't have hit-stun M1 strings either. The game instead focuses on an array of other mechanics to help support its combat. Now, you'll notice that it does have mechanics that you might find in other Roblox games, like blocking, perfect blocking, and even venting. But let's talk about the mechanics that set this game apart from the rest. There is a resource called Focus, and it's depicted as a small blue bar at the bottom of the screen. Not to be confused by the long orange mana bar above it, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Focus is an extremely valuable resource. If you press R, your character will perform what's called a Focus Strike. This uses one of the 3 bars available on your Focus gauge. Focus Strike is not to be confused with a critical attack. Critical attacks are weapon-based and used with the M2 key. A Focus Strike is a powerful ability that grants full armor during its use. It completely negates any damage and hit stun during its use. There are also other focus-related features as well, such as Focus Cancels, which are essentially feints, Focus Guard, which is kind of like a parry, and Focus Dashes, which are essentially a flash step. Now, all of these will use your focus gauge, and if you run out of this focus resource, then you will be put in what's called an exhaust state. This is not what you want. Exhaustion will lose a fight that you thought you were winning very quickly. When exhausted, you deal 15% less damage, you take 15% more damage, your mana regen is disabled, your mana gain from attacks is reduced by half, your dash cooldown is increased, your evasive is disabled, you take 50% chip damage on blocks, and you can't use any focus related abilities during this exhaustion state. The mana bar is pretty self-explanatory, it's just a resource bar for your magical and physical abilities. Now, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of the nuances with this, but I'm just giving you a general idea of what to expect from the combat. As I said, the game is in early development, but there are a few different builds you can play around with. Currently, as of the time of this recording, there are 5 different weapons to choose from and 2 different magic styles. There are also an array of enchants that you can put on your weapon as well. Now, from what I understand, the developer intends to turn this into a full-fledged RPG with progression, quests, and bosses. I also forgot to mention that there are a ton of cosmetic and race options to choose from that you can swap around at any time. That's all I'm going to cover in this video, but as always, if you enjoyed the content, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what your opinion on the game is. I'll leave a link to this game in the description of this video, so make sure you go check it out for yourself. Take care.